It's taken me several hours to get this far because it was definitely not good. Basically only touching at one end. It's like the bloody thing's twisted, which is unlikely, but it could be because of the fact that it was dropped. I'm dreading to think what it's going to be like on the table. But it's getting there, still a way to go, but it's a lot more even now over the two sides. Well, the slideways now scraped in, so that's not too bad. It's never going to be absolutely perfect, but it's damn near. The next problem is the gib, which is bent by about 8-10 thou, I guess. I will try and scrape it as much as I can. I can't go too far, otherwise there won't be any adjustment left. Might need a new one. I've got no means of straightening it. I'll have to see. So this is the base. It's been thoroughly cleaned as best I can. All the sharp edges have been rounded off, so basically so I don't cut myself when I'm painting it. So now I'm going to give it a coat of primer, and then we'll paint the inside. Completely unnecessary, but I just know it's done then. I don't know what to do about these two holes because not only are they in a ridiculous angle, but the threads have been stripped. Not totally, but enough so that it'd be very difficult to get that back. And there's such it's a ridiculous way to mount it because they're so close together and there's such a leverage on that, and it's not square or flat. So I think the way forward is I'm going to have to block those up, and I'm thinking that I will drill and tap 2 new holes here and have to make up a bracket to bring that out, and then I will reposition the reader and move it, because there's plenty of room, move it up. So have to re-drill those 2 holes further up there as well. I need to have a think about that. In the meantime, I'm going to get this onto the table and do a bit of scraping and get these, get that nice fit in there. I mean, it might not need any scraping, we'll have to see. First pass, pretty much as expected. Not brilliant at all. Yeah, I think that's going to take a fair bit of work. Sometime later, getting there, all I can say is thank God for Radio Paradise. So normally I would blue up this part and scrape off the blue parts. Finally though, I do it the other way round and I blew up this part, and you can just see where the high points have come off, which sort of is a bit of a confirmation that that side's nice and even. Still some more to do, but it's relatively even. This side isn't. It's still not touching at all down there. It's only contacting here, so we've still got a fair bit of work to do on that side. Right, going to do the scrape the gib in. Unfortunately, the gibs all seem to have a slight bend in them, about 10 thou. Now 10 thou doesn't sound a lot, but because the bend is that way and you're clamping at 2 points at the ends, the middle will never touch. If it was the other way, it really wants to be flat, but if there's got to be a bend, it would be better if it was that way. So we're going to try and straighten this out. And what would be ideal is a fly press, but if you don't have a fly press, you improvise. That's how I've managed to straighten it out. It worked quite well actually after a few attempts. That's all the scraping done for the carriage. So I've given everything a coat of just a coat of Renaissance wax just to protect it until we come to assemble it. Now we've got to work out what we're going to do about fixing the encoder bracket.